A lot can change in 12 to 24 months, especially when it comes to how and where you build your team. Growth targets haven't slowed down, but the conditions around hiring have shifted. Budgets are tighter, expectations are higher, teams are being built with more intention. In this video, we're breaking down what's changing in remote work for 2025 and why more US SaaS teams are shifting towards nearshoring as a core part of how they scale. By the end of this video, you'll have a clearer view of what's shifting in remote hiring and how to apply those shifts to build leaner, faster, and more compliant teams in 2025. Number 1. Budget pressure is reshaping hiring priorities. Growth stage SaaS companies are facing a different market than they were 2 years ago. Capital is more cautious, and hiring plans are under a microscope. As a result, teams are getting leaner and more deliberate. Leaders are rethinking what roles they need, when they need them, and what success should look like in the first 90 days. Remote hiring is playing a bigger role in that shift. Leaders are tapping into flexible contracts and cross-border talent without taking a long-term overhead. Number 2. A shift towards outcome-based roles. Hiring for the long haul doesn't have to be a slow, rigid process. More SaaS companies are turning towards full-time contractors who work just as full-time employees, who work just like in-house team members, but with added flexibility. Instead of leaning on short-term contracts, companies are investing into dedicated team members who bring consistency, accountability, and long-term value. The contractor model allows you to move fast, avoid unnecessary overhead, and still build a team you can rely on. This means you can hire for what you need right now while setting the foundations to scale. LATAM-based professionals are well suited for this. They ramp quickly, integrate with US teams easily, and stay long enough to make real impact. Number 3. Communication-ready talent speeds up execution. SaaS teams move fast. The last thing they need is delays by language gaps or missed context. That's why communication fluency is becoming a baseline expectation, especially in roles tied to growth like sales, support, and customer success. Many LATAM professionals are already operating in US-based environments. They're fluent in English, familiar with US business standards, and used to cross-functional collaboration. This doesn't make just onboarding easier. It keeps the daily workflow tight and gives founders one less thing to worry about when hiring remotely. Number 4. Compliance and classification ready. As remote teams grow, so does the need for structure. For SaaS companies hiring globally, it's not just about finding the right talent. It's about making sure the setup is solid from the start. And how you handle payments, benefits, and contracts can either be a friction point or a strategic advantage. The truth is, these aren't things that most startup teams want to handle in-house. And you shouldn't have to. They do need to be done right. The best approach is to build a repeatable structure early. Contracts that clearly outline IP and data protections, payment models that align with the role, and workflows that meet the compliance standards of the region you're hiring in. This lets you stay focused on growth while reducing the risk of slowdowns later. You don't need to hire a legal team in every country, but you do need a partner who understands how to do this right. Number 5. Time to value is now a hiring metric. In 2025, it's not just about filling roles. It's about how fast these roles turn into results. SaaS teams can't afford long ramp times and misaligned hires. When new hires deliver impact early, it shows in the numbers. Research shows that reducing onboarding time 20% can increase first-year productivity by 15%. For growth stage startups, that directly ties to fast customer activation, more efficient pipeline movement, and improved burn multiples. That's why more teams are treating onboarding like a growth lever. They're building role scorecards with clear metrics, structuring week 1 deliverables, and baking ownership into the first 30 days. Remote hires who are scoped tightly, supported properly, and plugged into product cycles from day 1 tend to deliver value faster. It's a management habit that scales, and one that compounds as your team grows. Number 6. Cross-functional alignment now starts in hiring. Misalignment inside SaaS companies rarely starts in product. It starts at the hiring table. When roles are scoped in isolation, teams lose visibility into how their work connects. What's the cost? Slower launches, confused ownership, and avoidable rewards. Especially when you're scaling fast, this kind of friction compounds. That's why high-performing teams are starting with alignment before they hire, defining roles in collaboration across product, marketing, and customer-facing leads, and pressure testing scorecards before opening a rec. It's a small shift, but it pays off. It keeps go-to-market launches cleaner, reduces ramp time for new hires, and creates shared accountability from day one. If you're trying to scale without doubling miscommunication, start hiring in the open, not just in HR silos. Number 7. Candidate experience now affects hiring outcomes. Hiring is no longer a one-way street. In 2025, top candidates evaluate your company as much as you evaluate them, and how your process feels can influence whether they accept, how quickly they ramp, and how long they stay. That means clarity around timelines, consistent communication, and feedback loops that show candidates they're being treated like professionals, not just pipeline numbers. SaaS companies that approach hiring like a customer journey are winning better fit candidates faster. For founders, this isn't just a nice to have. It's a way to drive faster onboarding, reduce drop-off during offer stages, and signal early that your company values focus and follow-through. If you're scaling headcount, think about your hiring experience the same way that you think about your product experience. What friction can you remove, and where can you build clarity? Number 8. Tools and automations won't replace the basics. AI and automation are speeding up recurring workflows, but speed without alignment doesn't solve the right problems. If your team hasn't nailed role clarity, success criteria, and evaluation consistency, faster sourcing just floods your funnel with noise. The SaaS companies hiring well in 2025 are using automation in the right things: logistics, scheduling, screening, but they're doubling down on the basics that make hiring scalable. That means predefined scorecards, tightly scoped interviews, async candidate previews, and a consistent signal on what good looks like. What's working? Role kickoff sessions with hiring managers, coordinated panels with clean evaluation metrics, and automations that remove admin, not judgment. What's not? Vague JD templates, handoffs without the structure, and leaning too hard on tools to compensate on unclear planning. Founders who want to scale hiring without burning time need to build a structure first, then layer tools in to support it. Remote hiring in 2025 isn't a trend. It's a shift in how SaaS companies operate and scale. The founders navigating it well are doing more than reacting to budget pressure. They are rethinking how roles are defined, how teams are onboarded, and how performance gets measured across time zones and contracts. This shifts demands a structure. It rewards clarity, and it favors teams that move fast without cutting corners. If you're serious about building a hiring system that supports growth without compromising speed, ownership, or compliance, it might be time to rework your model. And if you want to explore how nearshoring fits into that equation, we're here to help you pressure test it based on what's worked in other SaaS teams like yours.